Bold and beautiful fans, buckle up, because what's coming is one of the most explosive confrontations we've seen in months. Two grandmothers, one shocking secret, and a discovery so huge it could shatter carefully constructed lies. This week, Sheila stumbles upon a truth Lee has been desperate to hide. Luna is alive. And when Sheila finds out, nothing will stop her from making her presence felt. For weeks, Sheila Carter has been living with a relentless question that refuses to leave her mind. What really happened to Luna? The young woman's sudden and shocking death at the hospital didn't just leave a gap in Sheila's life. It left a gaping wound that never began to heal. It wasn't simply the loss of someone she cared for, it was the hollow, aching absence of closure. Sheila never got to stand by Luna's bedside in those final moments. She never got to whisper a goodbye, to hold her hand, to feel that fleeting warmth one last time. In her mind, Luna simply vanished, slipping from the world in an instant, leaving behind only silence and unanswered questions. That emptiness has been gnawing at her every waking moment. Desperate for something tangible to cling to, Sheila has been fixated on the idea of visiting Luna's grave or seeing her ashes in an urn. Anything that would make the loss real, something she could touch, cry over, and mourn. But no matter how hard she searches, there's nothing. No headstone, no resting place, not even the smallest trace of a memorial. And bold and beautiful fans know why. There is no grave, no urn, because Luna never truly left this world. While Sheila has been drowning in grief, Lee Finnegan has been operating in complete secrecy, carrying the weight of a truth so enormous it could blow up every relationship around her. The reality? Luna Nozawa is alive. Lee, using all her skill and precision, staged Luna's death down to the smallest detail. The hospital reports, the final pronouncement, the quiet whispers to family and friends. It was all an elaborate illusion. In the shadows, Lee spirited Luna away to a hidden medical facility, a carefully guarded safe house where no one could find her. Why take such drastic measures? Because Luna's injuries were severe. Her body was fragile, her condition critical. Lee knew that keeping her hidden was the only way to protect her, not just from the chaos of public attention, but from the dangerous forces she believes might have played a role in Luna's accident. Day and night, Lee has been at Luna's side, tending to her with a precision born of both love and fear. Every breath Luna takes is a small victory. Every flicker of movement is a sign of hope. But the clock is always ticking, and in the world of the bold and the beautiful, no secret stays hidden forever. And the worst person to stumble onto this truth? Sheila Carter. The moment of collision is coming, and it will be as tense as it is unexpected. Spoilers reveal that Sheila and Lee will cross paths, and in that instant, the tension will be palpable. Both women will freeze for a split second, their eyes locking, each one silently probing the other for clues. There's an energy in the air, thick, suspicious, and impossible to ignore. Sheila has a predator's instinct when it comes to secrets. She can smell hesitation, sense when someone is hiding something. And Lee? She may keep a perfectly composed exterior, but to Sheila, even the smallest shift in tone or flicker in her gaze is enough to raise alarms. Convinced there's more to Lee's erratic behavior than meets the eye, Sheila won't just let it go. She might decide to shadow her, following at a distance, her curiosity sharpening into determination. In her mind, the destination is clear. She's going to find Luna's final resting place. A headstone, an urn, something to bring the closure she's been aching for. But what Sheila is about to find is not death. It's life, and that discovery will change everything. Sheila's footsteps echo softly against the cold floor as she edges deeper into the dimly lit hideout. The air smells faintly of antiseptic and recycled oxygen, too sterile for a storage space, too clinical for anything ordinary. She pushes open a door, and what she sees on the other side stops her cold. There, bathed in the low glow of a single overhead lamp, lies Luna. Alive. Not gone, not buried, alive. Her body rests motionless on a narrow hospital bed, pale and fragile, tubes and wires running from her to the quiet hum of medical machines. The soft, steady rise and fall of her chest is the only sign that life still pulses through her veins. For a long moment, Sheila can't move. Her mind struggles to reconcile the weeks of grief and fury with the living, breathing reality before her. Her heart thunders in her chest, a wild mix of disbelief, relief so sharp it hurts, and a sudden, fierce instinct to go to Luna's side. She takes a tentative step forward, her fingers twitching with the urge to brush Luna's hair back, to feel her warmth, to convince herself this isn't some cruel hallucination. And in that instant, everything changes. She's no longer here for answers or closure. Now, she wants to be part of this, part of Luna's survival, part of whatever happens next. The door slams open behind her, snapping Sheila out of her trance. Lee Finnegan storms into the room, her face tight with fury, eyes blazing like twin blades. The tension is immediate, electric, two powerful women squaring off, each unwilling to yield an inch. Lee's voice slices through the air, sharp and uncompromising. She orders Sheila to leave. Now. There's no room for negotiation in her tone. It's the sound of a mother lion defending her cub. She warns Sheila that if she has even an ounce of genuine care for Luna, she will turn around, walk out, and pretend she never saw what's in this room. But Sheila Carter doesn't retreat. She never has, and she never will. To her, this isn't just an emotional reunion. This is leverage, and she knows exactly how to use it. Her expression hardens into something unreadable as she steps forward, lowering her voice into a calculated calm. She tells Lee she can help. She's a trained nurse. She can take shifts, watch over Luna, give Lee the rest she clearly needs. She wraps it in the language of compassion, but the truth hums just beneath the surface. With involvement comes influence, and with influence comes power. And Sheila Carter loves nothing more than holding the upper hand. Lee's first instinct is pure rejection. Every fiber of her being screams to push Sheila out the door and lock it behind her. But then the reality sinks in. She can't be here every second. Luna's care is exhausting, relentless. And if Sheila walks away angry, she might not walk away silent. The argument escalates, their voices clashing in the cramped room, the rhythm of their words as rapid and forceful as blows in a fight. Lee throws accusations, Sheila counters with offers. Both women circle each other verbally, testing boundaries, neither willing to back down. Yet, underneath the hostility, there's a reluctant thread of recognition. They both care for Luna, even if their reasons are vastly different. Sheila may be manipulative, impulsive, and dangerously unpredictable, but she's also skilled, and that skill could mean the difference between life and death in an emergency. With her options narrowing, Lee exhales slowly, the fight draining from her shoulders just enough to concede. But this isn't peace, it's a fragile ceasefire, stitched together by necessity and thick with distrust. They may stand side by side for now, but every glance, every word will be a reminder that the other is not an ally, but a potential enemy waiting for the right moment to strike. What neither woman expects is that the intensity of their clash might do more than shake the walls. It might shake Luna herself. The spoilers hint there's a chance Luna could stir, maybe even wake, in the middle of their argument. Imagine it. Luna's eyes flutter open to see her two grandmothers, not united in joy, but locked in a fierce battle over her fate. Confusion, fear, and questions would flood her mind before she can even speak. This twist could upend both Lee and Sheila's plans, forcing them to confront not just each other, but Luna's own wishes. This isn't just another twist, it's a game-changer for the bold and the beautiful. Sheila and Lee are two of the strongest, most stubborn women in the series, and now they're forced into an uneasy alliance over someone they both claim to love. Every move from here is a potential powder keg. Will Sheila keep her promise to stay silent, or will she use this secret as leverage when it suits her? Will Lee regret letting Sheila anywhere near Luna? And what will happen if Luna regains consciousness sooner than expected? These questions aren't just about family. They're about control, trust, and the dangerous game of keeping secrets in a world where nothing stays hidden. So, B&B fans, what do you think? Should Lee have trusted Sheila with the truth? Or is this the beginning of an even bigger disaster? And if Luna wakes up to find her grandmothers fighting over her, which one will she side with? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss the next explosive twist. Because if Sheila Carter has her hands on a secret this big, you can bet she won't play nice for long.